welcome to my channel. I'm Teacher Steve. In this video, I'm going to help you with finding the gradient of perpendicular lines and how to work with perpendicular lines. In our previous video, if you didn't check, it was about gradient of parallel lines. So today it's perpendicular line. So the point to note today is the gradient product of perpendicular line is give us -1. By this I mean when L1 is perpendicular to L2. This means this line and this line form an angle. This is L1 and this is L2. When they meet, they form a 90 degrees. So it means that L1 and L2, when L1 and L2 they are perpendicular to each other, when you multiply the gradient of L1 times the gradient of L2, it will give you -1. For example, let's assume that the gradient of L1 is equals to m. Are we together? So L2, it will be m times into bracket L2 gradient is equals to -1. This will give us m L2 is equals to -1. Divide both sides by m, divide both sides by m. L2 will give us -1 over m. This is the equation of that other line. That means that that simply means that if L3 is perpendicular to L4, are we together? This is L4, this is L3. If L3 is perpendicular to L4 and the gradient of L3 is equals to what? 3. It means the gradient of L4 we're going to find out how? By just multiplying 3 times L4 is equals to -1. This implies that 3L4 is equals to -1. So divide both sides by 3, divide both sides by 3. L4 is going to give us -1 over 3. That is the gradient of the other perpendicular line. So example 1 for this equation will write the equation of a line perpendicular to y is equals to 1/2 x plus 1 over 3. To begin with, the equation is already in the form of y is equals to mx plus c, like we said in equation of a line. So y is equals to 1/2 x plus 1 over 3. It means that our gradient here we said it's what? 1/2. So m gradient is equal to 1/2. Are we together? So are you following up to there? So when we know that this line gradient is equals to 1/2. So for you to get the gradient of that other line, you're going to do what? We're going to do a simple mathematics here. We're going to say 1/2 times L2 is equals to -1. Are we together? So this means L2 over 2 is equals to -1. You multiply both sides by 2, multiply both sides by 2. So L2 is going to give you -2. This is the gradient of the second line. Then we're going to do what we did in the finding equation of a line. We said equation of a line, gradient of a line. First, gradient of a line, gradient is given by changing y over changing x, which this also means y1 subtracted by y over x1 subtracted to x. So for this we have our equation of the second line, which is -2. Will give us change in y. We've been given the point. It passes through the origin. The origin, when you have this, this is the y axis, this is a Cartesian plane, the x axis. The origin is here, and at this point it means that the value of y is equals to 0 and the value of x is equals to 0. So for this case, -x is equals to change in y, you say is 0 subtracted to what? Y over what? 0 subtracted to what? X. 0 subtracted to x. So you times both sides by 0 minus x. So it will be negative 2 into 0 minus x is equals to 0 minus y. Are we together? This equation will further, when you open the bracket, will be 0. So negative 2 times 0 is 0. Negative 2 times negative x is going to give you a positive. It will be positive 2x is equals to 0 minus y is going to give you minus y. Are we together? So this is equals to 2x is equals to minus y. So you divide both sides by minus, divide both sides by minus. Minus 1, minus 1. So y is going to give you, y is equals to negative 2x. This is the equation of that perpendicular line, that line. So you can pause the video, and then from here, you can pause the video, and then you follow the procedure slowly from. Before we move on to our next example, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please click the subscription button down there, and we're going to move to our next example. Okay, find the equation of a line perpendicular to a line whose equation is 2y plus 3x is equals to 1 and passes through the point 2 to 3. To begin with, write the equation in form of y is equals to mx plus c. So 2y plus 3x is equals to 1. Take this to the other side. So it will be 2y is equals to negative 3x plus 1. Divide both sides by 2, divide both sides by 2, divide both sides by 2. It will be y is equals to negative 3 over 2x plus 1 over 2. So when you write the other equation here, y is equals to mx plus c. So our gradient, this one will go with this, our gradient. So our gradient m is equals to negative 3 over 2. And remember, what did we say about perpendicular? About the perpendicular lines. It means that perpendicular lines, when you multiply their product, it gives you negative 1. So this means that negative 3 over 2 times that line of L2 is going to give us negative 1. So this will be negative 3 over 2. L2 is equals to negative 1. So here, you do a simple mathematics. You times both sides by 2. It will be here by 2 and here by 2. It will be negative 3. L2 is equals to negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 3. Divide both sides by negative 3. L2 is given by 3. So the equation of the gradient of the second line is given by 2 over 3. So you can pause the video and then check. We are halfway through this second example, and check from here. Up to here. So to move on, we are going to move to our next step. We said the gradient is given by change in y over change in x. And change in y is equals to y1 minus y over x1 minus x. And we already have our gradient and our point. So our gradient is 2 over 3 is equals to, we're going to use that point, we said 2, 3, this point. We're going to use this point given. So it's going to be 2 over 3 is equals to 3 minus what? Y over 2 minus x. So we times both sides by negative 2, we times both sides by 2 negative x. So it will be 2 over 3 into 2 negative x is equals to 3 minus y. When you open the bracket, it will be 4 over 3 minus 2 over 3 x is equals to 3 minus y. You take 3 to this other side, it will be negative y is equals to 4 over 3 minus 2 over 3x minus 3. Are we together? So here it will be minus y, you collect the like terms together, x plus 4 over 3 minus 3. So you divide both sides by negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. So it will be y is equals to negative 2 over 3 plus, it will be plus, not negative, because this has cancelled this x, and then it will be minus 4 over 3 plus 3. So y is given by 2 over 3x, because this is minus 4 over 3. 5 over 3. So the equation of the second that second line that is perpendicular to that line is y is equals to 2 over 3 x plus 5 over 3. So you can pause the video and then you check from here. There you've done. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and please click the like button if the video was useful to you, and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for our next video.